Hey guys, so I am going to teach you how to use Gravit, which is basically an online web-based version of Adobe Illustrator. So you can see that we are in the Gravit website. All you have to do to get started is literally click Get Started, and it'll bring you to the uh, worktop. It'll ask you if you want to install it, just X out. We're using it for free through the web. So the first thing you want to do is you want to select your paper size. So you're going to go to paper size and you're going to select either US letter portrait. Portrait means that it's up and down, like a portrait, or you could choose left to right, like landscape. I'm going to choose landscape. You don't have to choose landscape. You could choose portrait. It's whatever your design is. So it'll lead you to the desktop here. So this is what the Gravit desktop looks like. So for my design, I decided that I wanted to incorporate some silhouettes into my design. My poster is going to be about women's rights to vote. So I've gone on Google and I've Google searched silhouettes of women's heads to put onto my poster. When you are searching an image, if you do want to use an image that's already created, please make sure that you go to the tool setting and you go to transparent and you go to usage rights and go to Creative Commons. This is basically the silhouettes that you're allowed to use that aren't copyrighted. So you can click any image that you feel, would suit your person or your project. So I might want to choose this one because it looks very much like a suffragette. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, save image as, and it will save to my desktop. So now I'll go back to Gravit. And if I look up here, right here, this is where you can place an image. And anywhere in Gravit, if you hover over the tool, you can just click learn more and it'll take you to a video on how to use the tool. So it's very user friendly. So I want to insert an image. So I'm going to click place image, and I'm going to choose the image that I want. The image has a proper transparent background. There we go. So as you can see, I have this nice transparent background here. Okay. So what I can do is put in the colors of the suffragette flag. So I could go up here to the shape tool. And as you can see, I have many different shapes. I want to choose the rectangle tool. And I'm going to click and drag all the way to the bottom of my poster. So now what I can do is I can go to where it says fill over here, and I can click on this circle and I could choose a color. So the suffragette flag is green, white, and purple. So I'm going to go for this green color here, and I can shift the hue a bit. It's kind of like a minty green almost, like this type of green. Yeah, maybe a little brighter. There we go. So that's my one color. I want to use this still on the opposite side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another rectangle, and all I have to do is go to edit, duplicate, and it creates an identical rectangle for me. This one I'm going to fill in, I'm going to leave white. And again, I'm going to go to edit, duplicate, and there's my other rectangle. I'm going to go back to color, and for this one, I'm going to choose purple. All right. Now, you can see here that my silhouette is kind of getting covered up by the purple there. To bring the silhouette of my suffragette forward, all I have to do is go to Modify, Arrange, Bring to Front, and it's gonna bring it forward. So now I have my three rectangles, which represents the suffragette flag. And I want to duplicate this whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a box across the three rectangles, and it's going to select it. I'm going to go to Modify, Group Selection. And when I do that, it creates a whole grouping for it. So look, these all three can shift together now. So I'm going to keep it where I had it. And I'm going to go to Edit, Duplicate, and it's going to duplicate the whole thing for me. And now I can drag it to the opposite side. And I want to make sure that my suffragette is nice smack in the middle, so I might just adjust her just a little bit. There we go. All right. So now I have my suffragette flags on either side and my silhouette in the middle. Now I might want to add some text. So if I go up here to the text box, so I'm going to click the T for text. And because I want my text to be vertical, I'm going to have to do each letter separate. So I will quickly spell out vote. So I'm going to do a V, and I can make it larger. I'm going to click the text box again, make my O, move that over here when I get a chance. So if you want to do things vertically, the only way that you'll be able to is by doing each letter separately, which is annoying, but if you're only doing like a short letter, it might be okay. So just for time purposes, I'm just going to spell out the word vote. So what I can do is I could go over here to transform, and I'm going to apply my transformation. And as you can see, my letter has gotten larger, and I can make it bigger if I wanted to. If I highlight it, I can go over here to the size of my font and make it larger. If it looks like your font's being cut off, that just means that your text box needs to be larger. And then we can move it. So I'm going to do the same thing with my T. I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to a larger font. I believe we did this size. Maybe it was a little smaller. Nope, it was that size. I'm going to move my T to line up with my E. Go back to my O, click transform, make sure that my scale is at 200, apply, unclick transform, go to my font size, make it 36, line it up, and do the same thing with my V, transform, 200, apply, unclick, go to the size, make sure it's 36, and I'm going to line it up. So as you can see, I've put vote here in the side, right? So it's inside my flag. What I can do is if I like the look of this, I can go and find a different font. So if I want a font that's more scripty or more bold, I go look through my fonts. I might want to go with one that looks quite regal. Let's see here. I think I'll choose, let's choose this one. It's a little bit more scriptish. So as I'm changing the fonts, it's looking better as we go. So So now that I have the font that I like, I want to make sure that these letters don't move. So again, I can, oops, I don't want to move that. If you accidentally move one of your background pieces, you can always lock it. So see here where it says group, I'm going to lock my group. So now I can take my selection tool, I'm going to select over the vote words, and I'm going to group these. So I'm going to go to modify, group. And now my vote is all one word, as you can see. So this is somewhat of a good looking poster. You know, obviously I would take more time with it. I'm just doing this really quickly to show you how to use some of the tools within Gravit if you are choosing to use this to design your poster. If you have any questions, you can always email me and we can meet on a Wednesday to go over how to use the program on a one-on-one basis. All right, guys, have fun and good luck exploring Gravit.